everybody, this video is inspired by Francine Garcia. She is a actress, model. She is so beautiful and she is a pageant queen from the Philippines. She's so beautiful. I had to pay homage to her. Definitely go and check her out if you are interested on Instagram. She's beautiful. She's a brand owner as well too. I just wanted to pay homage to her and I really hope you guys enjoy the video. The makeup is inspired by this. I forgot to mention it in the initial intro. And the hair is inspired by this. Francine, if you see this, I hope you know how much we live for you, and thank you so much for being a trans icon. Have a great day, everybody, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, so we are starting out with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, the Skinny Brow Pencil. This is just a little sample I got, and I prefer the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, but I think I've said that before. If you're familiar with my videos, of course. Then we're doing the Louise Base, and this is just to make sure that the shadows don't crease. They show up exactly how I want them to. I like my shadows to show up like finger swatches. So I know everyone always says, you know, don't do finger swatches because that's not how shadows show up. Well, I like to have them show up like that. So I completely blank out my eye. I use the lightest color, basically. I'm going to use I'm Shy on the inner corner from the Orgy palette, Jeffree Star Orgy palette. I'm Shy on the inner corner, Implant on the lid, bottom in the crease, and then I'm Close on the lash line, and then Glory Hole even tighter on the lash line. So this is this is kind of a natural eye, super blown out, super easy. Take a big fluffy blending brush and just apply that bottom color into your crease and just really make sure that that is nice and buffed out. We don't want any harsh lines. We want it to be nice and soft. I think the lips were probably my favorite part on this because I love the Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk liner and lipstick combo, and that is exactly what I used. For the eyeliner on the upper portion of the eye. Oh, I also did use I'm Shy on the brow bone as well too. I forgot to mention that. For the liner on the upper portion of the lid, I used on the lash line, I should say, I used the Made by Mitchell Tiger's Eye All Smudge No Budge eyeliner. And I went ahead and applied that like a wing, and then I went into I'm Close and really, really buffed that out. And then I did a little bit of a smaller wing with the e.l.f. H2O Proof Eyeliner pen and used the color Glory Hole to blend that out a little bit more. The eyeliner is what takes the most work here because you're applying and then smudging and then blending on the shadow. Really making sure that it's nice and smudged. I do not want anything to be like, you know, those harsh wings. I tend to not lean towards winged eyeliner because I find you put all this work into blending your shadow and having your eye look super gorgeous, and then you're just going to apply eyeliner that goes straight through it harshly. So what's the point in doing all that blending? That's my thought process. You might not feel that way. I know eyeliners, winged eyeliners are really popular, but that is me. So making sure that that smudged out eyeliner is nice and dark and dramatic. And then, like I said, taking that black color Glory Hole and just putting that closer to the lash line and blending it out a bit into the wing. For lashes, I just did something natural. I didn't do like a dramatic lash. Well, it might be dramatic for some people, but it's natural for me, I suppose. But as you could see, it's a lot of blending, like really making sure that that is nice and blended out. I loved how it ended up looking in the end, though. And just making sure you get those inner corners as well, too. I have super sensitive eyes, so I always have to make sure that my eyes aren't watering. Which is crazy because I get ready in front of a wind machine, so my eyes are always watering. But I don't want to sweat, you feel me? So I'm curling the lashes, and then I will be applying the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. And then I will put on some lashes. If you're looking for lashes at like a fairly reasonable price, definitely check out, like, I don't know where you're located. I'm in Canada, so I check out like Winners. I don't know if they have Winners. I don't think they have Winners in the States. I'm not sure. But definitely check out like Winners, you know, discount stores like that where companies will sell their leftover product to, because they're going to be discounted, but they're going to be really good lashes. Anyway, I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and then I'll be going into the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. I tend to not switch my base up as much. One thing I really enjoy doing for these videos is using a lot of the same products and achieving different looks. So that's why I do like my 10 looks 1 palette series, which I haven't done in ages. I do have a palette that I want to do though, the Wet n Wild 50th anniversary Hello Kitty one. I want to do that for 10 looks 1 palette. It's just getting around to it because it hurts my eyes so much. And for foundation, I will be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. And I apply that all over with a foundation brush. Then I go back in with a sponge to get rid of any of the brush streaks or anything like that. Anything lala. Making sure that that is applied all over. And then I will go ahead and, like I said, use it's not a beauty blender, it's Real Techniques body sponge, I'm pretty sure that I use. And I'll be using the for Creme bronzer, the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in the color Light. For blush, I will be using Made by Mitchell Posey Rosey Blursh. Then I'll be setting everything with the MAC Studio Effects powder. I use the white under my eyes, shivering white, and then I use my regular skin color on the rest of my face. And then I will be further setting my face with the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder, which I really like. You can get this at Shoppers. I realized, I went in the other day and I was like, oh, I didn't realize they had Makeup Revolution. They've probably had it for ages, which is great, but whatever. For blush, we really want to make sure that we're dragging that over the nose. Francine has that like super beautiful sun-kissed, almost a little sunburnt look. So that's what we're going for. It's nice and fresh, and it really makes the foundation look natural, I think. Like, there's a photo I took, and my skin looks like really good, but it doesn't look cakey. So I was really happy with how that turned out. And for bronzer, we're just applying that along the perimeter of the face. We're not doing anything like any sharp contour or anything like that. I prefer to just have nice and blended and soft. And then, like I said, I set with MAC Studio Fix powder, which remains the best powder out there. I've tried other ones, like the One Size, the Maybelline Fit Me. I think I've tried like friggin' every pressed powder they have on the market, and nothing will ever compare to the MAC Studio Fix powder. But I think when you grow up with that, like I started using, my first foundation I used was the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is very thick coverage. So I think when you start with that, you love it forever. And you can see the eyes, kind of like a subtle cut crease, like nothing crazy. I didn't go back in with concealer or anything. I just kind of made that line a little more apparent with the lid and inner corner color. For powder bronzer, I used the Lottie London Suncatcher Sunkissed bronzer. And for powder blush, I used the Lottie London Haze Ombre blush. These were both sent to me, but I really like them. Obviously, I like them or I wouldn't keep using them. And I would tell you in my initial video, like, these are ass. But they're actually really nice, and they're pretty inexpensive. And they're in Walmart, Canada. I believe that's why they send them to me. I think. So just applying the blush and the bronzer in the same area that you applied the cream or liquid, whatever you prefer to do. And for lips, like I said, I also did use the Creme Shop and Hello Kitty Makeup Perfecting Mist. Just so you know. For lips is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk liner and lipstick. Super easy. Under the eyes, all I did was use bottom, and that was that. And after I do the spray, I just do a little bit of a fan to dry everything off. The hair was so easy. And we'll get to that in 1 second, but I was really happy with how it turned out because it definitely looked like the photo. I friggin' love Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk, but she did not need to fuck around and make like 45 versions of it. Like, isn't there like a Pillowtalk foundation now? Like, girl, wasn't Pillowtalk the color? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I might be. I'm probably am, actually, now that I think of it. Whatever, YOLO. And just making sure that we sweep that all away from the face. And then I did do some big curls. Make sure that's all pinned down. And I did some big curls, I think with a 1 1/4 inch iron. But just making sure that that's all laid down, and thanks for watching. Bye.